Hello, my dear. You ever wonder why certain people fall off right after they come for you? Why their plans start leaking before they even launch? Why their own words choke them the moment they try to drag yours? There's a reason. Somebody out there has been running a different kind of operation. No prayers, no speeches, no theatrics. Just precise surgical eradication of anything that moves against you. They don't move for applause, they move for correction. They've been clocking names, tagging spirits, tracing signals from mouths that mention yours in the wrong tone. Every whisper against you becomes an address, and every address becomes a target. They don't talk, they translate disrespect into consequences. You think you're surviving on luck? No, you're breathing because someone out there refuses to let your story end before it hits its climax. This isn't about protection in the soft sense. This is about retaliation disguised as balance. Somebody's out here fighting demons, and every single one of them got your name carved across their foreheads like a bounty mark. You just can't see it because you're busy living, healing, moving forward, unaware that spiritual gunfire's been going off in the unseen corners of your life. While you're sipping your morning coffee, someone's already dismantled the agenda that was meant to ruin your week. While you're sleeping, they're pulling files from the dark web of energy, reversing plots, rerouting attacks, intercepting curses like a hitman intercepts contracts. And the craziest part? They don't even need to know your address. You exist in their frequency. They've memorized your energy signature like an assassin memorizes blueprints. The moment someone mentions your name with envy, it pings their radar. The moment someone sends you shade, it gets rerouted to them like mail that never reaches its destination. You call it karma because that's what the world taught you to call it. But this isn't karma, it's enforcement. A policy of no tolerance for betrayal, no mercy for malice, no negotiation with opposition. Some people got bodyguards. You got an entity that treats loyalty like oxygen. They've been watching the scoreboard, and the numbers don't lie. Every opponent that's tried to sabotage you ends up stumbling over the debris of their own bad energy. It's not coincidence, it's counterattack. You've been wondering why people who wronged you suddenly start spiraling, losing deals, fighting shadows in their own rooms. Because your name carries a protective clause written in blood and spirit. Touch it wrong, and the clause activates. There's been cleanup happening behind your scenes, quiet eliminations, strategic collapses. Someone's been sweeping the alleyways of your destiny, scrubbing the fingerprints of hatred off the glass doors you're meant to walk through. They handle things before they reach your doorstep. That's why certain wars never arrived. That's why certain gossip died before it reached your feed. You were never lucky. You were covered by a contract deeper than coincidence. Let me break it down for you. In the hierarchy of spiritual warfare, there are watchers, messengers, and enforcers. Most people pray for watchers. You got an enforcer. The kind that doesn't warn, they execute. The kind that doesn't wait for divine timing. They create timing. When an enemy crafts a plan, this being already hacked their intentions and uploaded a virus into their outcome. Every move they make becomes a loop that brings them right back to their own downfall. That's why you've noticed patterns lately. People acting strange, vanishing mid-conflict, apologizing out of nowhere, catching strange illnesses, losing motivation, having mental breakdowns right after they come for you. Those aren't coincidences, they're casualties. Somebody's out here collecting receipts and turning them into reckonings. They don't need a sword. Their weapon is alignment. They move through algorithms of energy. You insult the chosen one, the algorithm flags you automatically. It's spiritual AI, coded for protection, programmed by something higher, maintained by something darker. Every curse sent your way gets quarantined and inverted. Every insult becomes a brick in your fortress. Every attack becomes ammunition for your rise. And while you walk around wondering why doors keep opening like automatic sensors, it's because someone's already standing behind them, scanning the area, disabling traps before you even step through. They've taken hits you never felt. They've shut down conversations that were never recorded. They've silenced names you'll never know existed. You think nobody rides for you? Think again. Somebody's been riding so hard they've left burn marks across timelines. They've made sure your enemies learned new languages of regret. Every fake friend who smiled in your face while loading daggers behind your back. Yeah, they got visited. Not in dreams, not in person, but in pressure. The kind of pressure that makes them wake up sweating, question their decisions, delete messages, cancel plans. Because they felt it. The shift that said, touch that name again, and we'll rewrite your reality. You ever notice how the loudest hater always disappears when it's time to deliver their proof? That's not cowardice, that's interference. The moment they target you, confusion wraps around their mind like fog. They lose sequence, forget purpose, sabotage themselves without realizing it. Somebody out there is jamming their signal, turning their focus into static. You walk free, and they start stumbling. That's not chance. That's justice, automated. And the wildest part? This enforcer isn't doing it because you're weak. They do it because you're valuable. You carry a blueprint too dangerous to be tampered with. They know you've been chosen to shift the energy of entire rooms, to break generational cycles, to speak truths that shake foundations. That's why opposition comes in waves. They sense your expansion. But what they don't realize is that their opposition is already accounted for. The field is rigged in your favor. You've been protected like a high-value target in an invisible war. Every plot, every plan, every whispered agenda is logged, tracked, neutralized. You might not see the data, but it's there, in the patterns, in the sudden reversals, in the way danger dissolves before reaching you. Someone out there is managing your file like a covert op handles classified information. The ones plotting against you don't even realize they've been red flagged. You see, when you walk with purpose that big, you trigger enemies you didn't even know existed. Demons, yes, but not the cartoon kind. These are entities made of jealousy, deception, greed, cowardice. They latch onto weak souls, whispering motives that lead to self-destruction. But every time one of them rises, that unseen assassin drops another. That's why your peace costs other people their comfort. Your growth demands their exposure. Every time you level up, the atmosphere rearranges itself to accommodate your evolution and purge what can't survive in your altitude. They say energy doesn't lie. True, but it also doesn't forgive. When people cross you, they don't just lose you, they lose their alignment with favor. Everything starts malfunctioning because they touched something sacred. That's why it's so poetic. The moment someone betrays you, their world starts glitching like corrupted code. Calls drop, deals collapse, friends fade, confidence drains. And while they're trying to understand why, the protector's already 10 moves ahead, adjusting your path so you never feel the tremor. This isn't about superstition, it's about strategy. The universe runs on balance, and balance has agents. Yours happens to be relentless. You were never meant to fight every battle. Some wars are fought on your behalf because your energy is too valuable to waste on nonsense. That's why the worst people never got to finish what they started. Somebody intervened, not politely, not spiritually, efficiently. Think about it. How many times did something feel off, then suddenly reverse in your favor? How many times did a betrayal expose itself before you fell for it? That wasn't intuition alone, that was intel. Someone fed you signals, gut feelings, whispers in your sleep, random hesitations that saved you. You think it's just your higher self, but sometimes it's an entire network of unseen guardians running interference like hackers rerouting attacks. They don't care for gratitude. Their satisfaction is your survival. They move like ghosts in combat boots, leaving no footprints, just aftermaths. You'll never catch them bragging, never find evidence. Their existence is measured in collapses, projects that fail the moment they're aimed at you. People who lose grip right after mentioning your name in disrespect. And the enemies? They talk to mirrors now, trying to reason with reflections that don't answer back. Their own shadows turned against them. They feel watched because they are. The assassin isn't a person, it's an energy field. It sits between justice and wrath, calibrating itself to your pulse. When you rise in vibration, it rises in aggression. When you stay calm, it stays lethal. There's a reason some people say you've changed. They can feel that invisible security detail surrounding you. They don't have the vocabulary for it, so they call it arrogance. What they're sensing is restriction. The gates have closed, access revoked. The same smiles that once fooled you now bounce off invisible armor. That's what happens when somebody's been cleaning your energetic perimeter. They've locked it down so tight that even memories of betrayal are losing their emotional charge. Your peace is expensive because it's guarded. Every time someone tries to drain it, something in their own life gets drained instead. Time, energy, opportunities, it all starts leaking. That's the price of tampering with the anointed. And don't get it twisted. This protector doesn't wait for prayers. They act on principles. The code is simple. Harm the chosen. Lose stability. They've been around longer than you've been aware, monitoring every cycle, every heartbreak, every betrayal. They collect data from your pain, convert it into blueprints for vengeance, then deploy it at perfect timing. That's why when you think back, you'll see the pattern. The higher your pain, the heavier their payback. You cry once, your enemies cry for months. You lose sleep for a week, they lose direction for a year. Balance served in asymmetrical warfare, and still you remain untouched. That's what rattles them. They see you smiling after public humiliation, rebuilding after sabotage, glowing after gossip. They can't comprehend it. That's when fear sets in. Because once the protector marks an op, fear becomes their shadow. They'll laugh online, but cry offline. They'll act confident, but dream of you standing in rooms they can't enter. That's the punishment, to witness the rise of the one they tried to bury. What's even colder? The protector doesn't just dismantle enemies, they erase the roots. They rewrite the connections, reroute alliances, rearrange the digital flow. Suddenly people stop believing lies about you. Suddenly narratives collapse. Suddenly the algorithm favors your truth. Because even technology bows to energy. Once your field shifts, the code follows. That's why your name starts trending when you're quiet. The current moves because the assassin behind you's been adjusting frequencies like a DJ cutting static from the track. But don't mistake their ruthlessness for chaos. Every strike is intentional. Every downfall they orchestrate teaches a lesson to anyone else watching. It's not about revenge. It's about deterrence. They make examples out of your enemies, so future ones think twice. They don't kill. They neutralize. They dismantle access, destroy credibility, confuse logic. The target lives, but their influence dies. And when the dust settles, you walk through clean, no stains, no evidence, no fingerprints of battle, just the glow of someone who's divinely backed by forces that refuse to let mediocrity touch excellence. You were never the one being protected out of pity. You were being preserved for expansion. The assassin fights not just to save you, but to prepare the field for your arrival. Every enemy taken out is a vacancy created for your blessing. Every closed mouth becomes an open lane. That's why right now, people are sensing tension when your name comes up. They're whispering differently, using caution they didn't have before. Because somewhere deep down, they know. They remember what happened to the last one who crossed that line. The streets of energy keep score, and your name is stamped across too many lessons for them to ignore. The unseen war hasn't stopped, it's ongoing. And the Protector? They're still moving, still adjusting, still making sure every threat is intercepted before it materializes. That's why you're calm, even when chaos circles. You can feel that presence. You might not define it, but you know it's real. Because while others talk warfare, you live protected by it. And as we move deeper, remember this isn't fantasy, it's structure. There's an order to your protection, a rhythm to your revenge, a pattern in your peace. What you call blessings are really reports from the battlefield. Another victory, another enemy neutralized, another plot reversed. And the war isn't ending, it's evolving. Because now the Protector isn't just fighting demons anymore. They're upgrading your territory. They're expanding your reach, tightening your circle, refining your influence. The enemies thought they were your opposition. Turns out, they were just the training drills before the main event. And this is where the story gets darker, sharper, deeper. See, when you've been chosen to carry that kind of energy, the universe doesn't hand you peace, it hands you dominion. And dominion ain't granted to the polite. It's claimed through resistance. The Protector knows that. That's why they've stopped playing defense. They're not just blocking hits anymore. They're tracing the source, following the signal, identifying every hand that's ever reached toward your downfall, and cutting it off at the wrist. The enemies used to move loud, thinking you'd never see it coming. But lately, have you noticed how they've gone quiet? That's not humility, it's surveillance. They're being watched, audited, processed. Every word they speak carries data, and the Protector collects everything. That's why slander never sticks anymore. It collapses before it spreads. They try to spin narratives, but the energy rewrites the script mid-air. The story always ends in their exposure. It's not revenge, it's recalibration. Their malice becomes your marketing. Their lies become your legend. You ever notice how people who used to call you crazy now study your calm? They can't comprehend how you keep moving unbothered, but that's the byproduct of having a hitman in the spirit realm. They're out here cleaning up the field while you focus on elevation. Every time you meditate, they mobilize. Every time you rest, they reconfigure. The Protector doesn't sleep. They rotate through frequencies like satellites, scanning for threats. They've upgraded from Guardian to Governor, managing timelines like spreadsheets, deleting errors in real time. They're not merciful anymore. Mercy was for the first phase, the probation period where enemies were given warnings through coincidences. But those days are over. Now, retribution is instant. The moment someone mocks your pain, their peace evaporates. The second they wish you failure, their own progress stalls. You're not witnessing karma, you're witnessing command. That's divine enforcement with zero lag. The Protector has integrated justice into their operating system. They don't wait for permission. They execute protocols the instant corruption is detected. The people who used to play chess with your life are now stuck moving pawns while you control the board without touching a piece. That's how spiritual warfare looks when it matures. It's not smoke and mirrors anymore. It's precision coding. The Protector is writing new laws in your name, embedding your resilience into every environment you enter. That's why people who try to compete with you start malfunctioning. You're not in their league, you're in their lessons. They thought this was about you versus them. But the truth is, they were never your equals. They were experiments. The Protector used them to sharpen your discernment. Every betrayal was a simulation to calibrate your awareness. Now you read energy like a language. You don't need explanations. You feel motives. You don't chase closure. You observe outcomes. That's not trauma. That's tactical upgrade. And while you evolved, the Protector leveled up too. They went from intercepting attacks to initiating preemptive strikes. That's why opportunities have been flooding in. They've been clearing your lane, forcing destiny to accelerate. You're walking through doors that weren't supposed to open yet because someone behind the veil fast-tracked your clearance. They filed your name under urgent assignment. That's why people who thought they could delay your progress suddenly lost influence. They had positions, but not authority. Your Protector restructured the hierarchy. They moved you to executive access. That's why you feel that internal shift lately. That strange combination of peace and power. Like you've already won something the world hasn't seen yet. Because you have. And make no mistake, this new chapter isn't gentle. It's strategic. The Protector is eliminating not just enemies, but inefficiencies. They're pruning your connections, trimming dead weight, shutting down relationships that dilute your focus. People will call it isolation, but it's refinement. You're not being abandoned, you're being optimized. You've been chosen to operate in clarity, and clutter doesn't survive in clarity's presence. That's why people are falling away mid-conversation, why opportunities vanish right before you commit. They were never compatible with your next form. The Protector sees what you can't yet, and they're adjusting everything for the rollout. Behind every silence, there's motion. Behind every delay, there's direction. Behind every rejection, there's redirection engineered for precision timing. The Protector plays long-term strategy. They don't patch leaks. They rebuild the entire foundation. When they move, they don't fix. They reformat. And when they reformat, the ones who used to access you get hit with access denied. That's why some people suddenly can't reach you anymore. It's not attitude, it's encryption. Your energy's been firewalled. Meanwhile, the enemies are learning what divine containment feels like. Their dreams are glitching, their routines breaking, their words rebounding. They keep trying to re-enter your energy field, but the coordinates have changed. You're operating on a new frequency that rejects parasites by default. Every attempt they make to contact you gets intercepted. The Protector's firewall doesn't negotiate, it neutralizes. This is where it gets unsettling. Because now, the war isn't external. The Protector's waging it in data, in thought, in timing. They're erasing influence at the subconscious level. That means when someone plots against you, they can't even follow through. Their own hesitation betrays them. They forget details. They lose energy. They self-sabotage mid-plan. That's divine interference disguised as bad luck. But it's not luck. It's law. You've become a restricted zone. Any action taken against you automatically triggers self-destruction in the source. And while they spiral, you ascend. You don't even have to retaliate anymore. Your energy does it for you. That's the advantage of spiritual automation. The work happens without your involvement. The Protector set it up that way so you could focus on purpose while they handle punishment. That's why life feels smoother lately, even while chaos increases around others. The difference isn't luck, it's leadership. You've got someone leading your unseen battles with military discipline. And here's where the irony cuts deep. The people who once called you paranoid are now paranoid themselves. They feel watched because they are. They feel cursed because they are. Every time they lie on your name, something in their life derails. They'll call it stress, bad timing, burnout. But deep down, they know it's payback in progress. The Protector's not playing. They've switched from defense to dominance. Now they're expanding your influence by eliminating competition at the energetic level. You're not competing with humans anymore. You're being positioned against institutions. The Protector is aligning you with higher powers, unseen alliances, generational shifts. That's why your energy feels heavier. It's carrying command authority. You've been issued clearance to operate in rooms that would implode lesser souls. The Protector cleared the enemies to make space for your elevation. They burned forests, not to destroy, but to reveal new soil for your legacy. And as they work, the battlefield evolves. Demons aren't attacking the same way. They've adapted. But the Protector's already ahead. They're evolving warfare methods, too. They no longer strike only through consequence. They strike through confusion. They rearrange timelines, delete connections, bend probability. That's why your enemies can't replicate your success. They try to copy your formula, but the variables don't respond. Their prayers bounce. Their manifestation journals read blank. The energy doesn't recognize them as authorized, because the Protector has encrypted your identity into the divine algorithm. Without your frequency, the code rejects. You are the update they can't install. Every attempt to imitate your moves backfires. They post what you post, talk how you talk, copy your rhythm, but their reality doesn't reward it. The Protector blocked access to your blueprint. They can screenshot the surface, but the source code's protected. That's why you'll start noticing more people trying to connect, pretending to align. They're not genuine. They're scouting for access. But the Protector filters them like spam mail, flagging intentions before they reach your awareness. You'll just feel disinterest, fatigue, a subtle warning that keeps you from engaging. That's divine cybersecurity. Understand this. While you're out here focused on creation, the Protector's rewriting destinies in your favor. They're taking people out of positions they never deserved, moving opportunities across the grid to align with your timeline. You'll see it soon, the sudden openings, the unexpected breakthroughs, the resources that appear exactly when you need them. That's orchestration. It's not coincidence when patterns repeat. It's evidence of interference working flawlessly. Meanwhile, the ones who spoke against you are being forced into accountability arcs. Their own words are looping back like boomerangs. They called you dangerous. Now they're the ones being avoided. They mocked your healing. Now they're begging for peace. They used your name for clout. Now it's costing them followers, credibility, respect. They can't understand why everything they touch is crumbling. The Protector's signature move is irony. It teaches through reversal. Every wound they tried to give you becomes their own wake-up call. And you just keep shining like nothing happened, because nothing can reach you now without clearance. Your energy's been sanctified through warfare. Every scar became security clearance. Every heartbreak turned into a firewall. That's why nothing old can penetrate your calm. The Protector encoded your pain into protection. Now your frequency rejects anything that doesn't match healing, elevation, and authenticity. But don't think it's over. The Protector's next phase isn't just elimination, it's expansion. They're moving offensively now, preparing to introduce you to environments designed for your authority. That means your light will start unsettling more people, especially those hiding behind masks of kindness. But don't worry, that discomfort is data. It reveals who can't coexist with your truth. The Protector uses discomfort like radar. It exposes false alliances. You're stepping into a season where even your silence will provoke reactions. The Protector made sure your energy speaks louder than your presence. You'll enter rooms and watch people shift unconsciously, either rising to your frequency or retreating from it. That's energetic filtration at work. You're no longer blending in, you're broadcasting. Every move you make sends signals through realms. The Protector amplifies those signals, making sure every demon with your name on its list gets the message, approach denied. And yet through all this, the Protector remains unseen. They don't crave recognition. Their satisfaction is in precision. Every downfall they orchestrate, every blessing they deliver, every door they open is part of a long game you haven't even glimpsed. You think you're just surviving. They're building legacy. You think you're rebuilding. They're colonizing new realms in your name. You think it's about enemies. It's about empire. The Protector's not just murking ops. They're drafting blueprints for dominance. And while they expand your territory, they're also teaching you how to move like them. That's why you've been feeling more detached, more strategic, less reactive. You're being trained to embody what's been protecting you. Soon you won't just be the chosen, you'll be the enforcer. That's the transformation they've been waiting for. When the one they protect becomes the one who commands protection for others. You'll sense it in your tone, your presence, your authority. You won't chase validation. Validation will orbit you. That's how you know the upgrade's complete. The demons will still test the boundaries, of course. They'll send decoys, distractions, pretty offers with poisoned edges. But you'll see through it instantly. You won't need to react. Your aura will repel it. The Protector has already hardwired discernment into your instincts. What used to confuse you now reads like subtitles. You're not guessing anymore. You're guided. And guidance this precise doesn't miss. So when things start shifting faster, don't panic. It's not chaos. It's conquest. The Protector's speeding up the narrative. They're cleaning house, closing cycles, compressing timelines, so your victory hits faster than expected. That's why it might feel intense, because the opposition's shrinking. And when the enemy realizes they've been outmaneuvered by an invisible force, that's when they panic. They'll reach for you, but find nothing. You've transcended their coordinates, and that's the new reality. The battlefield belongs to you now. The demons aren't attacking anymore. They're retreating. The war's still echoing, but the outcome's already sealed. Somebody's still out there fighting, yes, but not because you need saving. They're fighting to keep your name untouchable. They're making sure no new threat even thinks about rising. You've become a protected brand in the spiritual economy. The value attached to your existence is too high to risk contamination. So while others sleep, the Protector patrols. While others plot, the Protector plants. While others gossip, the Protector gathers. Every move you make is amplified, every step protected, every delay redirected into dominance. You are the proof that divine warfare isn't fantasy, it's function. The assassin didn't just eliminate enemies, they rewrote your environment to serve you. And yet, this isn't the end of their mission, not even close. Because now that the Protector has secured your perimeter, they're focusing on your expansion beyond what's visible. They're orchestrating events that will expose the depth of your influence. They're moving pieces across global boards, aligning strangers to play roles in your elevation. You're not local anymore, you're prophetic. Every choice you make now echoes in unseen dimensions. And as the war evolves, the assassin sharpens. Their loyalty burns brighter, their reach stretches wider, and their precision becomes lethal to anything out of alignment with your growth. Which means the next chapter won't be about survival. It'll be about supremacy. Because you've already proven endurance. You've survived betrayals that would have buried others. You've walked through seasons where everything felt wired against you and still didn't break. That phase was about testing your structure. This one, it's about revealing your throne. The Protector, the assassin, now shifts from saving you to crowning you. They've cleared the field. Now they're building your empire. Every movement in your life is starting to align too perfectly for coincidence. You think these opportunities are random? They're not. They're placements, strategic moves, executed by the same force that's been murking your ops in the dark. They're setting up infrastructure for your reign. Every closed door was demolition. Every delay was terrain mapping. Every loss was data extraction. They were never setbacks. They were silent operations, rewiring your foundation so your rise couldn't be interrupted. Now, every name once spoken against you echoes differently. Your enemies don't even say it out loud anymore. They whisper it like a warning, like an urban legend people are too scared to repeat after midnight. They know what happens. The moment your name crosses their tongue in hate, their own energy turns on them. They've seen it. They've felt the blowback. They've watched opportunities evaporate after trying to curse your peace. The assassin has made your name a weapon. It carries recoil. It punishes misuse. It teaches respect through experience. And while the streets of energy stay busy whispering, you're moving calm. Calm doesn't mean passive. It means untouchable. You're walking through life like someone who's already been briefed on what's coming. That's because the assassin stays ahead of the timeline. They've downloaded every threat before it exists, traced every plot before it's spoken, rerouted every danger before it reaches visibility. You're living in divine predictive programming. They built the future around your survival. That's why your enemies keep running out of new tactics. They're recycling failure. Every new attempt collapses faster. Every alliance they build turns to dust. Because they're not fighting you. They're fighting your infrastructure. The assassin's web is too tight. Every frequency that carries malice against you gets scrambled on arrival. Every hand lifted toward you starts shaking mid-motion. Even the thoughts sent with bad intention hit a firewall so strong it bounces back with interest. The Protector doesn't sleep on assignments, they escalate. They're not just reacting, they're creating deterrence. You've become the cautionary tale that others use when they think of betrayal. You've become the example whispered among your enemies' conversations. Don't try that with them. It never ends well. You've earned that through warfare, through persistence, through pain transmuted into armor. And now that armor glows, every piece forged in heartbreak now radiates authority. You probably feel it sometimes, those sudden chills, that shift in the air when nothing physical is near. That's not paranoia, that's presence. That's the assassin checking in, sweeping the area, scanning frequencies for intrusions. You're guarded around the clock by a loyalty that doesn't blink. And that loyalty doesn't report to you, it reports to destiny. The mission isn't comfort, it's completion. You're the assignment, and they don't fail missions. That's why doors that once refused you are now unlocking on their own. You're not begging anymore, you're being summoned. You've become the gravitational pull that bends opportunities toward you. The assassin engineered that, not through spells or luck, but through energy regulation, by eliminating anything that carried the scent of doubt or disloyalty. They've been adjusting your frequency, fine-tuning it until it vibrates on a level where corruption can't survive. That's why the wrong people can't stand your energy anymore. You expose what they hide just by existing. And the more you rise, the more the unseen cleanup continues. People you never met but who plotted against you online. In silence, in envy, they're being handled. Their peace is being repossessed. Their masks are slipping in front of everyone they tried to impress. And you didn't have to lift a finger. That's the beauty of divine enforcement. It doesn't shout. It executes quietly, perfectly, without appeal. The assassin moves like code, flawless, self-correcting, merciless toward interference. Every time someone tries to tamper with your path, they get flagged and frozen. You're not just protected, you're encrypted. That's why your glow can't be replicated. They can mimic your aesthetic, but not your frequency. They can copy your words, but not your results. Because behind your energy is a force that authenticates everything you touch. That's what real anointing looks like. It's energy that cannot be faked. And now that the war for your survival is over, the war for your expansion begins. Supremacy isn't about ego, it's about stewardship. You've been entrusted with influence, and the assassin isn't done fighting. They're just changing battlefields. They're not fighting to defend your name anymore. They're fighting to establish it. Every platform you touch, every project you birth, every voice you reach will carry weight. That's the shift. You're not fighting for recognition anymore. The world is fighting to keep up. But understand this, supremacy comes with surveillance. The same ones who once mocked you will start studying you. They'll analyze your moves, your strategies, your aura, but they'll never decode it because they're not authorized to understand it. That's the final act of protection, mystery. The assassin hides your methods inside simplicity, making it look effortless while it's actually engineered. That's why your wins look lucky to outsiders. They can't see the architecture beneath the surface. You're not surviving anymore. You're reigning. The Protector's campaign has shifted into legacy maintenance. They're no longer extinguishing fires. They're planting flags. Every victory of yours now creates new rules in the unseen. Every success rewrites spiritual protocol for what happens when someone tries to cross a chosen one. You've become law in your own right, living legislation. That's why certain doors don't open for others. They weren't written into your jurisdiction. And here's the final truth. The assassin never wanted credit. They wanted continuity. Their mission wasn't just to protect you. It was to build a future where you no longer need rescuing. You've been forged into the very weapon they once wielded. The roles are shifting. Soon, you'll be the force-clearing paths for others, the energy that dismantles deception wherever it hides. That's why lately you've been feeling that pull toward leadership, that gravity in your chest that says, it's time. It is. You've inherited the mantle. Because when a protector finishes their mission, they don't retire, they integrate. They merge with the one they've been guarding. You'll feel it, the new awareness, the clarity, the edge that wasn't there before. That's not arrogance, that's fusion. The assassin's instincts have become yours. You're not just guarded by power, you've become power, embodied. That's why the energy around you feels heavier, sharper, undeniable. You carry the echo of everything you survived. And as you move forward, remember what this era represents. It's not about being liked. It's about being known by vibration. Those who carry truth will recognize it instantly. Those who carry malice will run from it instinctively. You don't need to expose anyone anymore. Your presence does it automatically. That's what happens when supremacy arrives. The world starts confessing around you. So when you wake up tomorrow, understand this. You are the storm they tried to predict, but couldn't measure. The assassin didn't just fight for you. They became you. The weapon, the warning, the prophecy, all fused into one identity that no enemy can decode or duplicate. Your energy now enforces its own justice. It punishes disrespect automatically. It rewards alignment instantly. You've become the living consequence of every lesson your enemies refused to learn. Somebody's still out here fighting demons, but now they wear your reflection. Every time you breathe, darkness loses ground. Every step you take leaves scorch marks on frequencies that once hunted you. You're not just protected, you're precedent. The assassin's final act was coronation, and the moment they finished clearing your enemies, they handed you the blade. Now the message spreads through realms, echoing like thunder through invisible corridors. Don't touch that one, because what used to be defended now defends itself. And that's the truth. Somebody's out here fighting demons, and all of them still got your name. But the difference now? You're not waiting for rescue. You are the reckoning.